Is this a rider using his bike to herd a donkey away from a bike race after they chased it for kilometers? This was the stage one of the Tour of Oman, the Bima sinkhole sprint won by Olav Koy last year. Wind comes from the coast on the right-hand side, and this is indeed the I think the Bima sinkhole with a wading pool at the bottom with people enjoying it. In the breakaway of the day, we had Gosherni, Fora, Asensio, and Diaz. That was controlled by Alpecin Premier Tech. They had Herben Tyson, who they've recently signed this year as a sprinter, as well as Jensen Plowright. Not too much happened during the day. Pretty quiet, uneventful day until they turned left onto the coast to go back up north. UAE started to help control later. They had the Milano, the stage favourite for the sprint. There's also Blikra here for UNOX, Gaviria for Car Rural, who were in the breakaway. But yeah, 20 k's to go. The breakaway was reeled in. They turned back left, as I said, to go north. And last year I didn't see this, but there was some animals on the side of the road, which we'll get into in a second. Everyone came out of the house to see the race go past, which was pretty cool. But they're on this plain, well, just near the beach. Near the coastline, and so it's exposed to the wind. But then some donkeys, I assume they're wild donkeys because we're going to see some other wild animals shortly. They start following the race, 5 of them, and I'm trying. That was with like 18 k's to go, and presumably the helicopters overhead and the race and all the noise from it spooked them a little bit, like you see with horses in the races in Europe. And there's some bushes to the left, so it'd be a little bit scary if there's animals that are spooked by the race or the helicopter overhead in the bushes if they jump out. That didn't happen. UAE on the good side of the road because of the wind direction. Then we see some Arabian gazelles, I believe, which I think that's a little bit more unusual to see. So that's, I think, pretty cool. There's at least 6 of them. So there was a full herd of Arabian gazelles. They were on the other side of the road, whereas the donkeys were between the road and the coastline. And I'm not sure to the left-hand side if that was a train track. It looks like, because it's got the sort of raised banking on the side, or an old road. But the donkeys come back into shot. And so they've been following the race for a long time. I mean, I've chopped this up. We're talking multiple kilometers. I think it's the same donkeys. Maybe I need to go back and re-ID them. There's a little one on the front. Maybe that's a darker color than the little one that was there before. But, I mean, they must be flying. The riders are going like 40, 50 kilometers an hour, and they're on tarmac with wheels. And the donkeys are covering multiple kilometers of ground on uneven surfaces. So I don't know who's training them. They're pretty fast. I don't know what their VO2 max is. It must be pretty high. But now we see UAE rider. Is it maybe Marcos Frere? He points out, and the Alpecin rider also points out to the right, they've seen something. And then you see the riders in the middle, the FTJ rider and the Tudor rider, they all pull up, they say something, they shout, everyone starts braking. They've seen an animal on the right-hand side. The UAE rider starts sprinting. And he sprints. Is it to herd the donkey? Like, was he sprinting to cut it off? Or was he sprinting because he thought he could evade it by going quicker and it was going to run behind him? If he was herding it, that's pretty cool, and it appears to have worked. I'm not sure because the camera cuts away. Donkey goes back to the right-hand side after their long run, and now we proceed to the sprint. So, unlike the kangaroo in Tour Down Under, which unfortunately caused multiple broken bones, and also it was injured badly itself. Fortunately today, there was no further issue, and the donkey went away, and we could have the sprint. So Lotto Intermarché on the right-hand side from the overhead shot. That's the wind side, so they're eating a lot more wind with the sort of cross headwind. UAE very doggedly stick to the left-hand side, even as they're running out of riders. Normally here, you would move to the right, because you're like, all right, it's 2 k's to go. We've got 2 guys in front of Milano. We should put him on the proper bubble of the peloton and onto the trains. They stay left. So they obviously know it's going to swing back left because of the wind direction. And they want to stay inside left. And they want Milano to sprint on the left barrier. And because that's what Coy did last year when he won ahead of, I think Gaviria launched him early. Then Rui Oliveira does a magic lead out. You see he creates space. He doesn't go onto Blikra's wheel. He creates space for Milano to shoot through. He then gets in the middle of the Alpecin train. He creates a beautiful pocket for Milano on the correct side, judging from the wind direction. So Blicher gets taken off Tyson's wheel, and now Blicher is on the wrong side of Tyson's wheel with the wind direction. As I said, like the Cofidis guys, they just can't make up ground because of the wind. And Tyson's still in a decent position to sprint. I mean, he's got Rui Oliveira who's going to lead him out. Maybe Oliveira thinks Milano is on his wheel. And in fact, if Tyson jumped early left, he could have closed, and if he was quick enough, he could have closed Milano because the barrier is actually coming in. Milano knows this is a big risk. That's why he jumps here early, and because he could see, okay, if I could very, very easily, when Tyson launches his sprint, get blocked to the barrier. But he jumps it. Didn't happen. Really good lead out from Oliveira and good job from UAE overall. And yeah, he wins the stage comfortably. And wind direction played a big role. You see the guys who are trying to sprint up the right-hand side, they're just going pretty much nowhere. So Gaviria gets in the draft, and whereas Capio goes left. Watch the Jayco rider. He goes left inside barriers, whilst Huku, I think, has a mechanical or nearly got chopped. And like Capio makes up so much ground there. And yeah, you can see it in the flags to the left-hand side. So pretty cool sprint. Pretty easy day. Otherwise, we've got a harder day tomorrow. Milano wins ahead of Gaviria, Tyson, Blicher, Capio, Klimas, Mikkels, Garcia, Cortina, Coquard, Deschodny. Here's what he had to say after the stage.
For me, it's really, really important because the last year we need stopping for my knee, one problem in my knee. So 5 months, no races, and 2 months where no bike. Win now, I'm very happy.
Tomorrow we have the Yiti Hill stage. It's a puncher, hilly stage, so it'll be much harder. We won't see the sprinters in action there. And I hope you enjoyed the video. See you with a recap of that then. Ciao, ciao.